in light of that, we also are working on our board. As a nonprofit, we are run by a board of directors, and we have had a kind of a friendly board for the last 6 to 7 months, and we're reaching out and have been reaching out to parents, alumni, and just people in the community to be members of our board. And another new parent stepped forward to join our board, and he has been elected to the board, and he has a few words to say. His name is Sean Case. So, thanks, Sean.
So good morning. I like the little chairs. They're really comfortable. I'm going to keep it really brief. What I want to do is just today talk to you about what the board's role is and what we're going to be focusing on this year. So I've been on the board now for 2 weeks, but we've gotten up to speed very quickly. The main purpose of the board is to make sure that the school is achieving its mission. And for those of you who have not studied and memorized the mission, I'll summarize it, which is basically the Arbor Montessori fosters the growth of engaged, well-grounded learners by providing a nurturing environment sensitive to the emotional, social, and intellectual needs of each child. So the board's #1 role is to make sure that happens. Assuming that's happening, then our second job is to make sure that the school is here for a long, long, long time. And we summarize that as financial stability and strategic planning. So right now, the board has a very simple mission, which is get the school to full enrollment, and then to get from there, grow the school so that we can start putting money aside, have a rainy day fund, some very basic kind of business things that have to happen if you want a school to stay around for a long, long time. As well as that, we're going to be trying to actually grow the board. A school of this size, it's typical to have a board anywhere between 5 and 9 board members. So we'll be looking at adding board members throughout this year and the years to come. And then the other thing that we'll do is we're here to support Mary and the team in ultimately getting the school to be PNAIS accredited. So PNAIS is the Pacific Northwest Association of Independent Schools. And accreditation means a number of things for the school. First of all, it means you have an independent agency saying, yes, the school is living up to its mission and accomplishing what it set out to accomplish. The second thing it does is it puts the school at a level playing field with all other PNAIS and NAIS, National Association of Independent Schools, on the same playing field. So what that means is if you have a child and you need to transition to another school, or you want to go to Eastside Catholic, which is where I have some kids going as well, it makes it much easier to transition to those schools because they look at the child's records, realize that it's an accredited school, and it's just a nice checkbox to have. So it's a really, really important thing as a nonprofit independent school to accomplish that. So, you'll be hearing more about that. It becomes a very big process over the next 2 years as we embark on that, but we're going to get some of the basic things done first. So, that's it. Thank you. Okay. And you'll hear more from us soon.
Thanks, Sean. So as you can see, we've started this year off with a bang. I just really am so excited to have the parents getting involved and being part of the administrative community that goes on. And it's important to us that you do get involved in whatever way with your children. Remember, this is your school. For many years it was my school. It is no longer my school. I am simply here to serve. So communication, as I mentioned, notes, emails, communications with teachers, it's really, really easiest to communicate with them by email. They won't check their email during the school day, but maybe they will at lunch, but they're with your children. They need to concentrate on that. So if you try to come in and talk to them at, before school or during school, it's not going to work out so well. Those conversations at the drop-off and pickup should be limited to, hey, we need to talk, not let's have a discussion about Johnny right now. So email works well. That way you can set up a convenient time to meet and discuss. They're always open for meetings. And they'll get back to you within 24 hours. The newsletter is returning, so this is another communication thing. We will be doing the newsletter on a weekly basis. It'll be emailed out every Monday, and Corinne's just smiling at me. But we're going to make it happen. With all our new technology and all our new help in the office, this is going to be something we're able to get done. And I am always here. And I am here to help you help your child. So that's my job. And it is nothing too much for me to meet with you after hours, during hours. I'm available at your convenience. We have some upcoming events that we want you to know about before we let you go. This Saturday, September 10th, in 2 weeks, we're having our potluck that'll be here at Arbor, so you can look in your newsletter for details. Thursday morning, the coffee. Tuesday, September 13th, is Toddler Parent Connection. And a parent connection, you'll read about in your binder, is really a time for you to learn what's going on in your classroom, learn more about what Montessori is, and to ask questions of the teachers. You know, why is it that my student's doing this, or how do I get him to do that, or why is it that, you know, he puts things away here at school and his room looks like carpet will close. You know, ask those questions. The teachers may be able to help you out. Thursday, September 15th, we have our first curriculum night, so that's the night. You will see in your binder that you have an outline of the curriculum for all levels, and it's kind of fun to read through it to see the progression and to see how the toddler comes out as a very capable teen. But you also have all the schedules and a list of this year's curriculum, but you'll get a more detailed showing of that curriculum on curriculum night. We'll have this, you'll see that there's a spot in your binder for the school directory. We did not print it quite yet. We will print it and get it out to you later next week. When our enrollment has kind of settled in for the beginning of school, we generally get a few more students, and we didn't want it to be incomplete. The sweatshirts should be out by mid-month, I believe, and the tote bags for the little ones will be here this week. And